Joining us today on MSUEagles.com is Bakari Turner from the Morehead State men's basketball program. Bakari has had a reserve role this year for the Eagles, had his breakout game this past Wednesday at Austin Peay. 14 points in the second half, 5 points in overtime for a team-high 19. And Bakari, let's talk a little more about that contest. Obviously, the team was hoping to come away with a win, came up 3 points short in overtime, but really the best performance of the season for you individually. Just talk about your game and how you felt out there.
Well, we started out the game a little slow. We didn't really come out with a sense of urgency first half, so second half we got in, talked with Coach, he got everything together, settled down, calmed down, everyone calmed down, got the flow of the game. We came out the second half, we picked it up, the whole team picked it up on defense, offense, we got more boards, everyone was more active. I felt more comfortable out there second half, we didn't want to lose, so I just felt like I had to go out and give it all for my team.
You had the team had 20 points at halftime. It was probably one of the tougher shooting halves of the year. 52 points, an incredible breakout in the second half. I'm sure there were some pointed words and pointed discussion points at halftime, but what was the overall message in terms of what you can repeat from Coach Woods at halftime?
The PG version would be just, y'all need to pick it up. We weren't in the game to begin with. Everyone's mind was, not where it was supposed to be. So it took Coach, getting us in. They told us it's cool. We need to calm down, move the ball around, get it inside, because obviously we had the disadvantage down on the block. So everyone just calmed down.
We were talking a moment ago, you hit 5 of 10 from long range, 7 of 14 overall from the field for your 19 points. And in the second half, when you got it going, were you moving better without the ball? Were you taking advantage of ball screens? Did something change with the Governor's defense that you saw and how you would attack it? Or what was the key to your success there?
I didn't really, the first half I wasn't in as much, so I kind of watched the game from the bench and I seen, what was open and what to take and what not to take. And when I got in the second half, when my number was called, I just stepped up and performed.
When you played at the junior college level these past 2 years, you were the star of your team. I think you averaged about 25 a game. I know you were a junior college All-American. Talk about the adjustment to coming off the bench here at the Division I level. You and Maurice Lewis-Briggs have usually been the first two guys off the bench. And is it a matter of trying to get focused mentally at the beginning of the game and kind of assessing the opposition from the bench and then getting in there and like you said, being ready when your number's called?
Well, obviously everyone wants to start. I started in junior college, as All-American. That was, a big accomplishment. But the big difference was, just the learning curve. Junior college is more of a learning process as well. But, from stepping from D1, from JUCO is a huge difference, much faster, players are smarter. And, coming off the bench, I came off the bench a couple of times, in junior college, my freshman year, to start off with. It doesn't bother me, but I just know when I get in that I just have to do what I have to do to help my team out, help us win. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Bakari, prior to the 3-point setback at Austin Peay, the team had won 3 straight, defeating Union College here in Kentucky and opening OVC play 2-0 with wins over SIU, Edwardsville, and Eastern Illinois. Just talk about, could that be a turning point? I know that everybody in the program was rather embarrassed by the way you guys played against Southern Miss, but Drew Kelly and some other people that I've spoken to off camera have said that things have really turned around and you guys maybe pulled a little bit tighter in terms of team chemistry, knowing that everybody's going to have each other's backs to win an OVC championship this year. If you could expand on that a little bit.
That loss was a tough loss. Obviously the guys from last year, they wanted to get that win. But after that game, we just all learned that we really aren't there yet. Like, we're a team to be worried about in the conference. But we all had to come together. Realize that everyone has to pick up and do the little things in order for us to win. Everyone has to buy in. We all have to do the right things to come play and get the wins. That's why it matters at the end of the day.
The next opponent is probably the biggest rival on the schedule, Eastern Kentucky. over at McBrayer Arena in Richmond this Saturday evening. You guys have watched some film on Eastern Kentucky. What have you noticed to this point?
I just noticed some guards gonna have to come to play. Big man gonna have to come to play. Everyone, from all positions. They're a pretty good team. They're playing well this year. They started off really well. I think they're 10-3, I believe. Playing or 13-3, they may be. We're playing, good basketball right now. We're just gonna have to come out, play with heart, play fast, play smart. Do what we do, and we know we can come out with the win.
Bakari, you're originally from the state of Texas, and you came to Morehead State by way of Cedar Valley College. Talk about your recruitment and your interaction with Coach Woods and this staff, and how you ultimately arrived here at MSU.
Well, I knew Coach Woods when he was at TCU. I was getting recruited by them when I was in high school, and I signed with Baylor and all, and that kind of I lost connection with them. And when my last year, Coach Ellis and Coach Woods, they really stayed on me. At first I was verbal with Texas Tech, but that didn't all go through. But they stayed there the whole while. They really did whatever they could to get me here. And I'm here, and I just want to make the best opportunity out of it.
Was it all about your relationship in a positive way? Was it about the commitment that these coaches showed to you throughout the recruitment?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. I can just sense the realness and the willingness to make everyone out here great. That's what we all want to be, is good basketball players, and I really feel that they've been getting that done here. I've been getting better this whole time I've been here, and it can only get better from here.
Bakari Turner is our guest from the Morehead State men's basketball program here on MSUEagles.com. And Bakari, you guys are student athletes. Everybody's going to class. Everybody made the cut here first semester. Yeah. What are you studying academically? And tell us a little more about yourself off the court.
Right now I'm getting my degree in health promotions. I want to go into the health field.
That's great.
Still be in the sports area, where I love. But outside the court, outside of basketball, I'm just a relaxed guy. I like to watch cartoons in the morning.
All right.
I'm still a big kid. Play video games with guys. Listen to music. Come in late nights, get some shots up. It's a regular thing.
I know you guys have been going the extra mile in the gym. Talk about that mentality, even when you have that mandatory day off from the NCAA. I know a lot of guys on their own will have been here working on their craft, working on their game, and just trying to get better.
Well, like my high school coach told me, if you're not working on your game, somebody else is.
Exactly.
So, I just see it, if you got any time off, we get in the gym, get some shots up. Coach is always telling us to get shots up. The great ones are always in here, doing things that the other guys don't want to do. So, being in the gym, it all come together at the end of the year when we're all, together and a full team, and going out and winning this thing.
Well, Bakari, we're excited you're part of the program here at Morehead State. We congratulate you on the way you've played in recent games, and we know big things are in store for you and the Eagles down the stretch here. So thanks for joining us today. Bakari Turner from the Morehead State men's basketball program. Again, the Eagles in action at Eastern Kentucky Saturday night at 7 p.m. Tickets still available for the MSU fans who want to make the short trip over. And if you can't make it, follow us via MSUEagles.com, live video, audio, and statistics links throughout the game.